What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the second episode of the Style Icons 2.0. This week, I'll be giving you guys a quick overview of the complete Style Icons collection. The final four players have been revealed. They consist of Matthew Barzel, Brent Burns, Paul Bissonnette, and Ryan Whitney. Quick overview of those four players. Let's start with Matthew Barzel. Obviously, all these players are 94 overall. What I like about this Barzel card is that he now has a 96 speed, which makes him one of the fastest skaters in the game. He's also got a silver wheels attribute or ability that's gonna be super useful, especially for a fast player like him. Unfortunately, no speed synergies at all, but still 96 speed and the wheels ability is huge on a player like this. In terms of shooting and skating, as well as hands, obviously a really good offensive player to have. Now for Brent Burns, if I had to choose between all four players, that's probably the player I would go with. 6'5", 230 pounds. Just the type of defenseman you want in this kind of game. He's going to be super good at bumping players off the puck, keeping control of the puck. If I had to choose between all four players, that's the one I would go for. He's got a distributor synergy, so that's going to help with the speed because he's a little bit slow. Obviously, as with all the other big players in this game, they are all kind of slow, but if you're able to enable, distributor or fly the zone, these are good synergies to have on big players like this. In terms of abilities, nothing too crazy except for shutdown. That's a good one for a defenseman. The third player is Paul Bissonnette, probably the worst out of the four, except for his slap shot and wrist shot power that are both at 99. Once again, no speed synergies for Paul Bissonnette. Abilities are, pretty average as well. So definitely not a player I would use myself. But if you're looking for some size addition to your lineup, I'd definitely go for him. But once again, probably my least favorite choice out of all four of them. And for the last choice, you have Ryan Whitney, offensive defenseman, pretty good shooting stats. Pretty good overall. Once again, not the type of player I would go for, even though size is pretty decent. And once again, no speed synergy. So 90 speed at this point of the year, it's getting pretty slow. But, these players are still 94 overall players, so not too bad. He's got 99 stick checking. And one thing I think that is interesting with this card is the ability stick 'em up, which, not a lot of players have that ability. So I'd be curious to just try it out. Obviously, poke checks are super OP this year, so it might be a good one to have. But as always, go with your own preference. Mine is definitely Burns and then Barzel. Now, keep in mind, guys, when those cards release, if you have the specific X Factor card for that player, you will be able to upgrade your X Factor. So if you already have a Matthew Barzel, make sure to upgrade him to a 94 without necessarily getting the latest released card. That's what I've been doing with last week's rewards from Hut Champs. I have been upgrading all my X Factor players to the highest I could with what I had. So Matthews is now a 92, Ovi's a 93, McKinnon's a 93. Sagan I was able to upgrade to a 92, and obviously the next upgrade is going to be McKinnon. That's now a 94, and my Mikko Rantanen is now a 94 as well. Considering his highest card is now a 94, so all the Team of the Year's cards you can still make them, and they will keep upgrading with the highest card for that specific player. So still, if you can make Team of the Year cards, try and make them. I love Mikko Rantanen, but Gabrick is still my favorite out of both of them. Maybe when Rantanen gets a higher speed rating, I'll bump him up to the first line. But for now, this is what my lineup looks like. On defense, nothing really changed. Still waiting for McAvoy to score another goal so he can go to a 94 overall. And you may have noticed that my coin stack is now 515,000. That's because I had a huge pull out of last week's Champs rewards. I was able to pull a Tyler Seguin 94 overall that I sold for 480,000 coins. So that was the biggest pull of the year, obviously. Sadly, it's not a player that I'm going to use in my lineup because I already have the untradeable version that has been upgraded. But I am still working towards that free 94 overall card. So if you guys haven't done it yet, I suggest you start looking at those challenges. Obviously, I have 3 of them completed. The 7 daily rewards packs, you should have that pretty easily. Hits as well, depending on your playstyle, it shouldn't be too hard to complete. Shutout games, you know, when people quit, you know, you get free shutouts, so it's fairly easy as well. And for the rest, it's just about playing games, guys. You have until the end of the year to claim that free 94 overall. Obviously, the sooner you get it, the better it is, because 94 overall are not going to be that good if you get them 6 months down the road. But you know, that's what the team looks like for now. For my free player, I think I'll be going with Brent Burns. Obviously, you never have enough good big defensemen, so Brent Burns is probably going to be my pick. And we are now sitting with a 14-3 record in the Hut Champs, only 3 games left. So hopefully I get a good finish to this Hut Champs season 13, and I will keep you guys updated on the next event on next Friday. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and I'll see you next week.